It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Jane Pauley.
After star turns as a computer hacker, a legendary rock star, and a Bond villain, actor Rami Malek is taking on a whole new kind of role. He tells Seth Doane all about it in our Sunday profile.
You do deep dives into these characters you play. What is it that you love about that side of the research side?
I think it's the only way to get down to the absolute truth. That's your superpower, essentially.
Long before Rami Malek landed the part portraying Queen frontman Freddie Mercury, he says he'd been preparing for it, wearing a set of false teeth he had made to mimic the singer's distinctive overbite.
Yeah, I'll get a lot of Freddies thrown at me in the street.
Really, you'll be walking and someone will shout?
Yeah, give them a little wink and a smile.
It's a rock and roll record with the scale of opera.
The performance won him an Oscar and exemplifies the intensity with which he approaches a role.
I don't think you could play a character like Freddie Mercury without doing copious amounts of homework.
Are you high again?
Well done, Columbo.
You need to slow down, Fred.
Don't be such a bore. I'm here.
I remember getting a call right after Bohemian Rhapsody, and they said, "What type of film would you want to do next?" And I said, believe it or not, an action film.
Why?
I thought there was a group of people who were underrepresented in that genre.
He's fixed that in The Amateur, a thriller which opens in theaters Friday.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
Malek plays Charlie Heller, an introverted decoder for the CIA who becomes an unlikely hero on a global mission for revenge.
I think I gravitate to these characters who are, profoundly alienated, seen as outcasts, different.
Is that because there's something personal for you?
You're going for it, yeah. I don't know who hasn't felt different in their life, who hasn't felt like an outsider. But perhaps, yes, my origin story, for lack of a better word, is as a first-generation American. We definitely were seen as different to a degree, and fitting in was something I worked hard on and never seemed to perfectly adjust to.
Your parents went to the U.S. in 1978 from Egypt, Coptic Christians. You spoke Arabic at home.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems you also had a very Southern California, San Fernando Valley life, too.
To a degree, yeah. I think my parents were trying to protect us and wanted to create a very safe, structured place for us that perhaps allowed my imagination to flourish in a way.
Malek, at 43, is still mining that imagination.
I can spend hours alone focusing on a character and developing a backstory, or getting on the phone with a psychiatrist the way I did for Mr. Robot.
Why is it so important for you to torment me?
In his breakout role in Mr. Robot, Malek is a hacker struggling with mental illness and battling corporate power.
I understand. I'll try harder.
It seems you like to play both these kind of unlikely heroes, but also the odd villain here and there. You smile.
I do. Who doesn't want to play a villain in a Bond film?
You know that history isn't kind to those who play God.
And you don't? We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be a little tidier.
For his role in the Pacific, Malek spent hours in solitude imagining what it would be like to be in a foxhole. And before that, there was the work to get any acting job.
I was stuffing manila envelopes with my headshot and resume and sending them to every agent, every studio. There was one moment where I got a call from a casting director, Mara Casey, and she said, "We'd love to see Rami Malek for this role. We'd like to speak with his agent." I said, "Speaking. What's your name?" "Rami Malek." And she laughed.
Any other suggestions?
Assistant Pastor Eric?
His charm and tenacity helped land the part, and others trickled in.
Listen to me very carefully. I have a bomb. Give me your weapon right now or I'll kill us both.
There were roles because of my heritage playing a terrorist, and that was something I thought, I'll be pigeonholed, and that's not the way I want to represent my culture.
In 24, the Kiefer Sutherland TV show, you played a character who blew himself up.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. I said enough is enough there.
In a very different turn at London's Old Vic Theatre this year, Malek took on the role of Oedipus in the classic Greek tragedy. We first met backstage.
Hey! How are you? I'm Seth.
Rami,
Nice to meet you. Nice work.
Thank you. Nice
great.
work yourself.
I enjoyed
I've been watching you on Sundays.
True to form, Malek had done his research. I redirected.
How different is the stage from the screen?
It's exhilarating. It's exhilarating because you get to share in something communal. Hi, everyone.
Hi. It was closing night, and those who took part in that communal experience lined up to see him.
Italian fans.
Italian fans.
Italian
I'll take them
fans.
from every country. All the fans.
Thank you for making Egyptians so proud.
Oh.
Are you hearing people? Is it registering what they're saying?
I do. Yes, simply I do. I love connecting with people. It's been the trickiest part of the fame that has come my way. Sometimes you have to walk down the street and keep your head down and not be able to acknowledge people or have the conversations.
The actor, who's protective of his personal life, has made a second home here in London.
There's something about being in Los Angeles where you always, I think, revert back to that youthful place of still trying to discover yourself, and perhaps I have a bit more confidence in this city.
Malek is a producer on The Amateur and wanted to shoot in London. It's where a key scene sets his character on a mission, giving an outsider a chance to shine. Sound familiar?
You don't still feel like an outsider, an outcast, do you?
I don't know how anyone ever feels truly integrated into the world and settled. Well, I don't know that I'd ever want to not feel like an outsider.
Winning an Oscar obviously opens so many doors. Does it set expectations that you feel then you've got to meet?
It doesn't, actually. I've never really set any lofty expectations for myself. I wanted to be just a working actor. I'm pretty satisfied with what I've accomplished. If anything else comes of it that can top that, I would be flabbergasted. But hey, I'm open to it.